The immortal blood of horseshoe crabs, nature's oldest survivor. Opening montage. Waves crashing on beaches, eerie prehistoric music, horseshoe crabs moving slowly across the sand. It's not a crab. It's not even closely related to one. But it's older than dinosaurs, older than trees. And inside this creature's body flows the most valuable blood on the planet. A glowing blue liquid that powers the entire pharmaceutical industry. Meet the horseshoe crab, Earth's most unlikely medical hero and living fossil. Part 1. Meet the living fossil, Hunter 1 out of 5. Let's start with the basics. Horseshoe crabs have been around for over 450 million years. That's older than the dinosaurs by more than 200 million years. They're more closely related to spiders and scorpions than to actual crabs. 4 species alive today, 3 in Asia, 1 in North America, helmet-shaped body with a long tail spike, telson, 10 legs, 2 compound eyes, and 5 additional simple eyes. Some detect UV light breathe with book gills, which look like pages of a book. They haven't changed much in all this time. Why? Because what they're doing works. Part 2. Anatomy of a survivor, 5 out of 10. Let's break down what makes them so good at surviving. Hard shell armor, acts like a tank against predators, flexible feeding habits, scavengers that eat worms, algae, clams, and detritus. Superb immune system, this is the big one. Their immune system is why they're so famous today. Horseshoe crabs have no adaptive immunity like humans. Instead, they rely on amebocytes in their blood to detect and isolate toxins fast. That glowing blue blood is because of copper-based hemocyanin, not iron-based hemoglobin like ours. When exposed to harmful bacteria, their blood clots instantly to trap invaders. This is the key to their role in modern medicine. Part 3. Blue blood, billion-dollar industry, 10-15. Here's where it gets wild. Horseshoe crab blood is used to test every single injectable drug, vaccine, or implant for dangerous bacterial contamination. Their blood detects endotoxins, toxic remnants of bacteria. The test is called LAL, Limulus amebocyte lysate. If even a trace of contamination is found, the blood clots instantly. Think about that. Before any IV drip, vaccine, or insulin shot reaches you, it's passed a horseshoe crab test. Big Pharma pays up to $15,000 per quart of horseshoe crab blood. But this has a dark side. Part 4. The ethical dilemma. 15 accusa 20. To extract the blood, crabs are caught, bled, and many are released. Up to 30% die from the process. Survivors may suffer and lose reproductive ability. With hundreds of thousands harvested yearly, the pressure on wild populations is growing, especially in Asia, where they are also hunted for food and bait. Efforts to create a synthetic alternative, RFC, are gaining traction, and some companies have begun using it. But many regulators still require real LAL tests. It raises a big question: should ancient life be sacrificed for modern health? Part 5. Reproduction and the Circle of Life, 20-25. Every spring, thousands of horseshoe crabs come ashore for one purpose: to spawn. Females lay 60,000-120,000 eggs in the sand. Males swarm them, fertilizing as they go. The eggs fuel massive shorebird migrations, like the red knot. If crabs vanish, entire ecosystems collapse. This ancient ritual connects deep evolutionary time with modern ecological health. Part 6. Conservation, Science, and the Future, 25-30. Efforts to protect horseshoe crabs are increasing. Wildlife sanctuaries, breeding technique reforms, captive breeding programs, push for synthetic alternatives in testing. Scientists are also studying their vision, influential in neuroscience, wound healing, and even biomaterials made from their shells. They may be ancient, but horseshoe crabs are still teaching us new things. Closing. They've survived mass extinctions. They've outlived the dinosaurs, and now they might help us survive what comes next. Respect the ancient, protect the strange.